Hi there. So today I'm going to be talking about winter and dealing with eczema. Winter months are the toughest for me personally when it comes to eczema, just because it's so dry outside in the cold, icy air. Today it's not that icy, but it is really cold. And the air's really dry outside, but then also you've got really dry air inside as well, just because you've got your central heating on, and that really dries out the air. So I've been, for the past couple of years, every winter I'm trying to look for solutions where I can reduce the dryness in the air. You want to aim for approximately around 40 to 50% relative humidity. Rather than guessing, you could always buy one of these, and I highly do recommend one of these. These are about £10 on Amazon, and it really shows where it goes from dry to wet. You don't want too much moisture in the air, because then you're going to get mold, but you do want enough that your skin's not going to suffer as a result of it. You don't really want to resort to steroids and things like that where you don't need to. So a few things that I currently use this humidifier, which I just plug it into my laptop, and I just put it next to my desk. And again, if it gets too humid, it gets too wet in the air, you just sort of turn it off, and then that's it, that's done. But before I got the humidifier, I've always experimented using, on my oil-filled radiators, I will put a bowl of water. As that water evaporates, it creates moisture in the air. Now, obviously, the more wider the bowl, the better it is going to be, because you've got more surface area, so you don't really want a cup or something like that. The other thing you can do is, and again, if it's because I've put it on my oil-filled radiator, I can literally set the bowl on top of it. But if you don't have one of those, then you might want to put a table next to your central heating, sort of heater on the wall kind of thing, and then at least you've got that. As the bowl gets hot, it's going to release a little bit of water into the air. We've also got a heated indoor clothes drying rack, which is really good, because it puts more moisture into the air. And again, you really want to be careful that you're not going overboard, because in the UK, mold is definitely known to be a massive trigger. So having a humidity meter really does help. Other things you could do is putting a damp towel on the radiator, and that will help some. But also, you want to create the moisture from within, so you want to make sure that you're well enough hydrated, as long as you're not doing no moisture treatment, and limit your liquids and things like that. So you really want to make sure that you've got your water intake, your electrolytes, things like that, things that naturally give the skin moisture. Anything like that will help. I'm in an office today, and it's really dry. It's always dry in here, but I've got my humidifier, and that really helps. So hope this video was of some use, and let me know what you think.